Happy Halloween, folks. It's time to harvest our ginger. The cold temperatures are coming in here, and we're supposed to get snow today here in central Indiana. They're calling for snow up north, but they said we may get a little bit here in our area. So last night we had some really cold temperatures. I should have got this ginger out of the ground yesterday, but I got busy doing other things, and it seems to have made it. The tops are burnt out on it. What we have here is about a 50-foot row of our blackberry plants trellised up on these wires. If you follow the channel, I've got multiple videos on our blackberry plants here. And I've tied these canes up so that I can get to this ginger. And we run out of room this year, so I planted the ginger for the first time in between our blackberry plants. And it seemed to do very well. Walk you over here. You can see the ginger plants here. Like I say, the tops are looking bad because we went through some high 20s last night. We're supposed to get snow here today. Northern Indiana's supposed to get it this afternoon, and they said we may get some snow here. So we're going to go ahead, excuse me, and get this ginger out of the ground and see what we ended up with. So as you can see down on the ground, I've got some wire. That's actually an old dog cage that I took apart. And when I plant this ginger root, I covered up laid the dog cage wire over the top of it to keep the squirrels from digging up my ginger root. It's not that they like the ginger; they just bury their nuts all throughout here in our blackberry row. And so I went ahead and laid these cages over the top of this ginger so the squirrels wouldn't dig it up and they had a chance. So we're going to get this wire off the ground, and we're going to see what we got. Let's see if I can. Move this over here. Well, I won't knock the video down. Okay. You can see here we got some nice tops on this stuff. We'll see if we can get this wire off without tearing it up too bad. I guess there ain't no way around it but to tear some of these leaves off. I guess you got to handle it gingerly. Okay, there you go. Man, that smells so much like ginger. Okay, so let me get these out of the way so you can see what we have here. Let's see if it's picking it up. Nice little ginger root. That's a nice big piece. You can see these roots coming off of the bottom, here's your original ginger root. And here's the roots that were growing down in the ground. That's not bad. That's probably about 10 inches across. One of my first videos I put up on this channel, actually I think it was the second video, was a ginger and sweet potato harvest. It was a very short video, and it was some of the best ginger I've ever grown. We had ginger roots that was about a foot long, really nice looking ginger. This is pretty good too, not quite as big as our first harvest, but we'll see what we get. So there we go. All right. Nice piece. That's old blackberry vine. We'll toss it over there. Okay. Well, that's one. Set this up here. Get you in the shot there. There we go. Sorry about just trying to get it where you can see what's going on here. There's a big piece. Not too shabby. Not as big as we would want it, but that's okay. You know, ginger is a equatorial area plant. It doesn't grow well here in Indiana in our zone 5 climate. So to get the large roots, we have to grow it for 2 years. So what I'll do is I'll take these small roots like this, and I'll cut all this. I'll cut all this off right here, and then I'll replant this in some potting mix and overwinter it inside our home. And then next year, what'll happen is the ginger root will go dormant. These green shoots will die off, and it won't really do anything. I've stuck it under lights, and the shoots died and it went dormant. And I've stuck it in by our slider glass door where it faces south, and we get a lot of sun, and it still died off. So it'll go dormant, and then in the spring, it'll start sending up new shoots, and then we can replant it again, and we can make this ginger root turn into something like this ginger root. Get it as big as that. We may even plant some of these bigger pieces. Okay, so we'll move on down. tied these strings to the ginger because once I lifted these blackberry canes up, this wind that comes off of this parking lot blew the ginger tops down. There's a blackberry plant. Let's see if I can break this thing off. It's kind of holding my... There we go. Now we have to get this cage off. It's right off. Man, you can smell the smell of ginger real strong with those leaves. Okay. There's another blackberry plant. Another blackberry plant. There we go. Indiana ginger. Not bad. Kind of small. But that's okay. There's a nice piece. Toast cane. That's a nice piece right there. I think I snapped off some of that roof. There's a nice piece. Another blackberry plant. Blackberry plant. These blackberry plants out of the way. Maybe I've done a little better. There's a ginger root. Nice piece of ginger root. Little piece. Okay. Oh. Get down here to the last guy. Maybe that's okay. Take this twine off here. Okay. That looks like a blackberry plant there. Nice piece of ginger. Yeah, blackberry plant. Piece of ginger. Nice piece of ginger. Gotta wash it off. So all in all, that's not too bad. Like I say, to get the huge ginger, you got to grow it for a couple of years. Probably here 2-3 years. Plant it and bring it in over the winter and then replant it outside. What I think I'm going to do is, I've got some nice big pots in my building. I'm going to take some of these nice roots like that. So I can give you some scale of it. And then just cut that off and replant this in a nice pot with some potting mix. And bring it in. And then instead of putting it in the ground next year, just leaving it in the pots. And we'll see if we do better next year. But I can't complain. That's a nice big baking sheet full of ginger root. So in all, it was a success. I think it would have done better if it had got more sun. These blackberries kind of shaded it in pretty heavy this year. But like I say, I ran out of room. I used my big pots that I had for my Sarpomira potato plants, but I think I'm going to use those pots and plant this ginger in, and or maybe even just put them in smaller pots so I can bring them inside over the winter, and then next year we'll plant them in bigger pots and not put them in the ground, and where they can get full sun. But there's our ginger harvest. Not bad. If you like the videos we put out, please give us a thumbs up. That helps the channel out. If you like the videos, share them with your friends. And like, share, and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching. And happy Halloween.